All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are here and we are breaking down the Rodeo Guard Backtake. Okay, so I was at a Legion open mat and I was just kind of practicing my close guard, and I got some good clips, and I feel like it's a good opportunity to show you guys the mechanics of how this works. I'm gonna let the whole clip play in a second so you guys can see the entire thing. But before I do, I'll just give you a little background on like when I started playing close guard and why. Just like all of us, like I kind of learned close guard as one of the first, introductions to guard play and jujitsu. And the very first thing I noticed is I was like, shit, like everything is hard. Like this is the easiest guard. This is the first one I learned. And like arm bars are hard, sweeps are hard. It honestly felt like I was fighting directly against like their resistance, if that makes sense. So I kind of put closed guard down for a while and started playing like a lot of spider guard and stuff like that. Things that I felt like I could kind of like bamboozle my way into good positions just by sheer complexity of the technique. But closed guard was always in the back of my head because it was so controlling. Like if you did lock your legs around somebody, it was very hard for them to get out of that place. But it was just hard to make something happen. So fast forward to being a purple belt and starting to compete a lot and moving to San Diego. I met Lier Jr. and I don't know if you guys have ever seen this. I'll put a link down here actually. It's kind of insane. He ran through, I think, brown belt pans and close guard arm drug and tapped every single person the same exact way. Like, what the hell is that? And you can go out and watch the clips. They're still out there. It's kind of insane. And he started showing me a little bit of close guard and like making me think about it in a different way. And so I started playing a ton of close guard, working on my arm drags, working on other sweeps and things, and changing it from like the conventional way you would play it to like a more realistic way, honestly, like a way that actually works. And one of the positions I found, I felt like once I got there, it didn't matter how big they were or how strong they were or how much better they were. The leverage and the mechanics that you gain from rodeo guard are so strong, you have to try to not like take their back or sweep them. I'm not even kidding you guys. Like it is unbelievably strong, but the hard part is getting to those control points. So the control points are underhook on their back and a grip far on the other side of their back. So you're anchored in this deep underhook and they can't really like clamp down on you. And then the other control point is underhooking their near leg and then eventually underhooking their far leg, which is like not really done except for a reverse muscle sweep system, which I also cover in my closed guard course, inverted mount. I cover rodeo and a reverse muscle sweep system. So those are the only two places where you'd underhook the far side leg. And when you have these two control points, guys, it's unbelievable the amount of control you get. Really, the skill ceiling lies in getting really good at getting those two control points. But once you get there, you could be like I could take a white belt and I could teach them the rodeo guard like system and just drill for 3 months how to get there no matter what. They would go and crush tournaments, like no competition, guaranteed. Like it's that strong. I'm not even kidding with you guys. But anyway, let's get into this because I've been rambling long enough. I'm gonna do a breakdown on just a quick rodeo guard back take so you guys can kind of understand what's going on. So I'm gonna play the clip right now. So the first thing I'm thinking about whenever I'm trying to apply the rodeo guard system is I'm making sure his hands don't make any anchors on my body, and I'm using my legs to break his posture and guiding his arms above my head so he actually posts on the mat. So I try to do it right there, but he's kind of hand fighting with me and getting grips on the collar. So I have grip breaks that I like to do that I show in the close guard course to kind of fight through that stubborn statue grip fighting game, you know. But once I do get his hands to post, I punch my deep underhook, and you guys can see I'm closing my fist in the material on his far shoulder. And you can even go one step further and actually feed the lapel, which I try to do for a second. And then, like, it's not really necessary, but it's just like dead to rights. Like, this is going to be, that's where the rodeo comes from. It's like you're riding a bull, like you're in a rodeo, or you're riding like a stallion or something. So that's like kind of your reins. So once I get my underhook and grip, I'm going to underhook the near side leg. And now with these two together, it kind of allows me to scissor my top leg and pull my body out from under him to get the final underhook. So if you look here, I punch my underhook, take a look at my right leg. It's like I'm turning it against this body. And if you look at my hips, they're starting to pop out the side. This purple belt's doing a good job of trying to block. See how he puts his knee in the way? But that scissor motion right there is just way too strong to stop. And then you see my second underhook coming in, and that's like the tipping point. Once that second underhook comes in, you hit your first underhook, you start to scissor. I'm kind of hiding my head underneath so he doesn't try to frame or flatten me out. Once that second underhook comes in, you have so much block on that far side. Look at my right hand, boom, right there. Look at how he just topples over immediately. So oftentimes what'll happen is you'll get that far side underhook and you'll end up in this spot where they are just trying as hard as they can to just not fall over, and you can swing your leg like a pendulum and start to come out the back. Instead of toppling them, you climb up and around. You gotta try this position to really understand like how powerful it is. If you guys are interested in learning more about rodeo guard or just making your close guard a more deadly place to be rather than just a stalling and holding position like it was for me when I first started learning close guard, my close guard course inverted mount is available. So make sure you guys check that out, pick it up. I promise you it's gonna change your game. This is stuff that I've used for over 10 years and developed in the lab of training and competing at Autos and trying to find the most effective way to take this conventional controlling position and actually make it effective and competition ready. So I've distilled this all down for you guys, and I guarantee it's gonna elevate your game. It's gonna change your close guard game. I promise you that. So check the description. I dropped some links down there, and I also threw in a 20% off 20% off promo code. So look for that, and hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys next time.